Hello and welcome to this redo of Walmart Apocalypse. Yes, you heard me, redo. Let's just say it didn't work the other time I tried it either. So, some friends of mine looked at it and said, you know what, you did good, but you didn't. And they told me that they didn't like how I didn't describe things very well, and they didn't like that I didn't set up or describe my character. So I'm going to remedy that right now. Hopefully you can see this because I've had a lot of trouble with the camera of late. I'm going to have 4 stats: fitness, smarts, looks, and personality. And for this, I'm going to roll 4 20-sided dice. And I got a 6, a 3, a 5, and a 10. Well. So, I'm going to put the 6 here. I'm going to put the 10 here. I'm going to put the 3 here. And I'm going to put the 5 here. Now, as you can guess, each of these is going to take the place of regular stats. Like, instead of constitution and strength, I have fitness. Instead of wisdom and intelligence, I have smarts. Blah, blah, blah-de-blah. But now, here's where I'm going to take the real kicker. Each of the numbers is going to be rounded off to its nearest dice equivalent. Therefore, with all things involving fitness, I'm going to roll a 6-sided die. All things involving smarts, I'm going to roll a 10-sided die. All things involving looks, I'm going to roll a 3-sided die. Now, unfortunately, there is no such thing as a 5-sided die, or at least I've never seen it. So instead of a 5, I'm going to give myself a 6. Voila. And I'm going to use a 6-sided dice for that. So now, I'm going to be as random as possible. Well, before that, I should explain. I've actually added a few sections to the map, and hopefully that will help things. And hopefully you can see it, because like I said, I've been having a lot of trouble with this camera. So anyway, I'm a roll for 6. I really should check these things before I do anything with them, shouldn't I? Well, technically, that would mean that this is section 6. And I'll have to redo the other ones at a later point. Whatever. In section 6, will be the music section of our post-apocalyptic Walmart. Yes, yes, that looks perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. Wouldn't change it for the world. And please do note that is the smallest I can possibly get the font to be. Bam! Music, in case anyone would dare forget. Now, going back over to where I'm keeping my stats. I'm going to describe myself as an adventurer. Now, as you may know, the original story takes place in the year 2727. All lasers and futuristic, and Walmart took over the world and crap. So that's what we're going to go with. Except I am from a rebel band of humans who managed to overcome the tyranny of Walmart, bring down the man, and junk like that there. And so I'm going back into the Walmart because I am a crazy motherfucker. I mean, with stats like these, I'd have to be crazy, right? Okay, so the easiest way to get into the Walmart would be going through the door or through the roof. And I'm going through the door. And that's not actually going to work. I'm going through the roof. Screw it. The automated defense systems of Walmart's roof are very intricate. We have alarms, we have robots, we have Gatling guns, all kinds of things all over the place, and it's all just converging on me at this one point in time. There are others with me, but I don't care. I'm being shot at. So I'm going to make a fitness roll, and I'm going to have to get a 4 or higher in order to live through this in the first place. Surprisingly, I did a 4. So the systems activate and the alarms start blaring, and then the guns start shooting, and I'm just like, run! So I'm running, and I'm going to have to do a thing for a run, and I fail, which means I trip. I trip, and I'm also going to be shot. Going to be a regular gun because I need to survive. That is a 3, and I have no defense, so I'm going to give myself 6 HP. I'm going to get shot, which means I'm going to be at 2. Wow, what a way to start an adventure. My party has scattered, and I see the roof, and there's a window, and I'm going to jump it down it. Smash open the window with a strength roll. I fail to smash open the window. Darn it. Meanwhile, everybody else is being shot, and Walmart is starting to deploy their special security drones, which are these pretty darn big things. They're about as tall as 2 people. They're basically cast iron death laser wielding things that are impossible to destroy. And it's coming towards me now. I'm going to get the heck out of there. And with the 5, the robot has been sitting up there on the roof, exposed to the weather, exposed to whatever else is lying up there on the roof. It's slow, it's old, it's rusting, and it apparently does not have the capability to keep up with me, and I am running for my dear life, and I am screaming all the way like a little girl. Now I'm going to try and get back in again, and I fail. Well, screw you. I'm just going to say that I ducked into a ventilation shaft and I slid all the way down. Ouch, ooch, ouch, ouch, ooch, ouch. Hey, how'd you get in here? Ouch, ouch, ow. And I've landed flat on my face near the corner of the section. And that's about as far as I can get. And this here is going to symbolize the vent that I fell through. I really should learn to stop trying to draw, because I can't draw. But then again, it would help if the font size was agreeing with me. And falling flat on my face again, going through all that, I'm going to give myself another minus HP because I am the dungeon master and I am required to be mean to everyone. So now I'm at half HP and I've barely even started. Great. So as I fall from the vent, I awaken, and in the distance I can hear what sounds like thousands and thousands of marching bands, and not good ones either. Thousands upon thousands of marching bands going all at the same time. The sound is maddening. Just take every form of music at once, make it played by somebody who obviously doesn't know how to play the instrument they have, and listen to it, and there you go. Well, as I'm looking around, you can see the very strong, very tall walls of the Walmart. Man, I wish I hadn't come here, but I'm a crazy motherfucker who got something to prove. So, out to prove it I am. Looking around, I'm going to start in a section I roll. I'm going to do a 1d6. And according to what I roll will be according to the list that I wrote just now. And It is official. I land in the country music section. How fitting. So, in this one particular section, you can find racks upon racks of acoustic guitars and posters of the country song legends, all kinds of cowboy-ish things, and what can I say? I'm not very good at this. Little racks for the guitars and whatnot. Guitars and like stands for posters and some other type of instruments, cowbells and bass guitars. And yeah, I don't really know anything about music, guys. My bad. Roll of the dice. Can't help it. But you get the point. This is the country western music section of the music section of Walmart. And I awake and I hear the horrible, horrible noise out in the middle of nowhere. But oddly enough, there is literally nothing here. Literally nothing. The aisles are clean and empty. Not a soul, not a sound, well, other than the sound that's drowning out everything else that could possibly happen ever. Well, this is a fine mess I've gotten myself into. I wonder if any of this stuff is valuable. So as I stroll from my little vent, ouch, crap, that hurts, ouch. Maybe I shouldn't have gone through the vent after all. Ouch, that hurts. I'm going to be in front of a large selection of acoustic guitars and a series of posters and records and CDs. All greet me, things like Johnny Cash and various other people who do country music, because I don't know, because I don't pay attention. I'm probably going to say a lot of wrong names. I beg you to forgive me. Oh, look, CDs. Yeah, I can sell these. I'm just going to grab 2, maybe 3, and maybe 4 or 5. A lot, however many I can carry. So, on my list of random occurrences here, I'm going to roll a 6. Since that's good, I'm going to encounter a small no from the roof of the store, and of course, everything's only so tall, but from the whole rafters from above the aisle. That's what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. Above the aisle. There's going to be a man. He's dressed in a cowboy hat, and he's got him some leather jeans and some boots. And he's gonna see me like, howdy. Tell me, partner, what section is you from? Partner? Who? What? Who? Up here, you idiot! And then I turn around, and he's sitting there on top of the shelf. And he's like, howdy. Now, again, what section are you from, partner? I'm like, I'm not from a section. Now we go back down. So that I can look at my stats. I have a personality of 6 and an intelligence of 10. I'm not from a section, partner. I'm from the outside. And the guy's like, outside? And I roll a 5 and a 6, respectively. So that would technically be a pass on both of them. But since there's 2 dice together, you add up each of the dice, which would equal 16, and 6 plus 5 is 11. So, yeah, I pass, but just barely. Well, shoot. I don't know about this from the outside business, but I know a person who ain't from around here when I see him. Come on up, I'll introduce y'all to the family. And I'm going to have to leave it there because my time is up. But if you would, let me know how you feel about things in the comments, and maybe I'll get my friends to pitch in some random events or whatnot for me to stick in here.